Yep, I'm doing another Ninjago video. Hello everyone, welcome to the Geekdom, a place where we outcasts get to talk about the things we love, and today, once again, we're talking about Ninjago. Now, I've already done a Ninjago Cmf video in the past, and I want to start this video off by thanking you all for 20,000 views, which is just absolutely immense. Never thought I'd get there, so thank you so much. It is just the best thing that could have happened. So we're doing this video as a sequel to that, kind of as a thank you, and so that I could make just a few more Ninjago figures now that the show's over. May not get another chance to, so let's get right into it. Starting off, we have a crystallized figure. Now, I was going to put this in a crystallized set, but I never got round to it, so I'm putting him in the CMF series, and that is Robed Garmadon. Now, this is from the episode Christopherne, and as you can see, he is holding the Christopherne plant in his hand. It's basically got the Ninjago movie face print, the Ninjago movie helmet, and then the rest of it is custom printed by me. He uses kind of like the light beige tone on his arms, torso and legs. He has the purple sash that's very similar to the one he had in the original 2011 set, and the torso and leg printing are just the design that he had in that episode of the show. I'm so surprised we've not had this figure made, but I wanted to give it a crack. The Christopherne build is very simple. It's just the plant pot piece in brown and the just plant piece in a light green. Next up, we have a highly requested figure, and that is Lou, as in Cole's dad from, I don't know where I got this design from. I believe this design I got from the episode where Cole unlocks his true potential. He uses the new Harry Potter wand piece as his walking stick, and his face print. I was quite proud of his face print because I took a Cole face print and edited it to make it look a little bit older, added his iconic mustache, and that's how I got Lou's face. His torso print's very simple. It's just simply a waistcoat and jacket and bow tie. There's no printing on the legs, and he uses the combed over hair in black. This next one's an interesting figure. It is Future Kai from the episode where they go to the first Spinjitzu Master's tomb, and obviously we have the J figure in that Bricktober pack that I really want to get my hands on but can't seem to find anywhere, but this is the Kai version of it. The arm printing is very similar to that of Jay's, except he uses the red wristbands instead of blue wristbands, and the torso printing is as accurate as I could get it to the show. His legs use elements from Jay's figure as well as small elements from other Kai minifigures because I wanted to incorporate as many as possible into this. So I used some elements from his final battle outfit as well as a few bits such as the sash, as I believe from the Possession series. His torso printing is just very similar to Jay's, but obviously coloured to match his appearance in the show, and his face print is just an older version of the regular Kai face print, as well as using the classic Kai hair instead of the more modern Kai hair. Going on to our second Kai of the series, we have Casual Kai, who appears in many of the episodes throughout the earlier seasons of Ninjago, but I've given him the more modern take with the newer hairpiece and different face printing. He uses a newly designed Dragon Sword of Fire. I did my best to kind of put a new twist on it, so obviously you've still got the dragon's head and the flame on the blade, but it's not the one that we're used to, but I'm very proud of that piece. He uses plain brown legs. Here's the issue with Ninjago figures. You see, I like to add as much printing as possible, as you might have seen in my other videos, but when I'm going off the source material, they don't have arm printing or leg printing. Their designs are very simple, so I try and go all out with the torso designs, but sadly it's just plain brown legs here and a jacket with the flame symbol underneath. He uses, once again, the new Kai hair instead of the classic Kai hair because I wanted to give it that more modern twist, but he's just a very simple figure, but I'm a really big fan of how he's come out. Speaking of Bricktober packs, in one of the last Bricktober packs we ever had for Ninjago, it came with a Golden Kai minifigure, and then that was followed up years later with the Golden Zane minifigure from that minifigure pack. So I thought, we're going to try and round off the team, so I've put in this series, I've put in the Golden J minifigure. Now this minifigure has very little leg printing, arm printing, anything. It's simply his rebooted Ninja's design, but in gold, with the colours to match the show. As you can see, it's not got the silver there, it's all gold and a slight pinky red colour. I do not know what that colour is called. Unlike the other Ninja, they came with the wrong hoods, which really annoyed me. Kai came with the ZX hood, and Zane came with the more forbidden Spinjitzu hood, but this one, I had to give him the short mask. I mean, why have we not had that before? That's completely insane to me. I mean, the short mask works so well as well, and I can definitely see LEGO doing something similar to this in the future. Now, in my first video, if you've seen it, you'll know that I did a Anacondri variant of Lord Garmadon, which got some great responses in the comments, by the way. They were all fantastic, but that one especially stuck out to me from the comments, so I thought I'd give it another try at making a snake figure. This was going to be Snake Chen, but I thought I'd wait and do that for maybe a possible third CMF. If you'd like to see that, just let me know down in the comments, but I've gone for Aspheera. Now I know what you're thinking. Ugh, Forbidden Spinjitzu. Why would you make a video on a Forbidden Spinjitzu figure? And I'm like, that's because if Aspheera's cool. I love Aspheera. I have an Aspheera up here. She's a cool character. So I've gone for her classic appearance. I mean, after she got Kai's powers in Forbidden Spinjitzu, she didn't have this appearance anymore, but this regular classic appearance did return in Crystallized, so I thought I had to make it. Now, I must say, making these tail pieces for the snakes it's a horrific task. I hate having to do it, but it does go for some really great results. The headpiece is dual molded. It is a red plastic in the mouth and then a more chromed blue plastic for the head. It also has painted on orange eyes, and the armor is a chrome gold. There's no printing on the arms, but on the torso and tail piece there's continuing printing to show her more royal garments. Now once again, if you've seen my last video, you'll know I did a young Wu with a scroll of Forbidden Spinjitzu, and I've gone for that same vibe again, but I have done Garmadon when he was younger. He uses similar printing to my classic Wu, which except the emblem is now a more burgundy purple, and he has midi legs in brown. He has a double-sided face print, one with the glowing purple eyes when he's using Forbidden Spinjitzu, and one with just this regular face print. As you can see, his face print is very similar to Lloyd Garmadon's, but as you can see in the show, they use the same animation for his face. He uses what I would consider one of the worst haircuts of all time in brown, and as you can see, he also comes with a scroll of Forbidden Spinjitzu. That is a very simple build. It's just 2 gold studs, some Technic pins, and one of those cylindrical pieces which I can never remember the name of, but that is in a purple, and I would apply a sticker to it to add that sort of scroll effect that I've got going on there. He also comes with a second hairpiece, like Wu does, except this one is the purple flame of Forbidden Spinjitzu and the brown hair once again instead of Wu's blonde and gold. Now, my favourite season of Ninjago is possibly Master of the Mountain, and I think that King Vangelis was one of the best villains we've ever gotten. I think he's so fantastic, so I just had to make him. We've gotten the Skull Sorcerer, we've gotten Vangelis from Crystallized, but we have not gotten a classic King Vangelis, so this is my attempt at it. It was really nice to work on a new piece, which I don't often use, which is the kind of dress tile piece. I've never worked with that before, and I just think that was really fun to get to work with that. Once again, no arm printing. Why did Ninjago never give characters arm printing? That's so, like, I'm trying to be accurate because I know that I'll be annoyed if I overdo it, but I want some arm printing to do. But his torso and leg printing are as accurate as I could possibly get them. As you can see, it utilizes many different colors and has that nice robe sort of aesthetic. He uses, I don't know what hairpiece you'd call that, but I just call that a William Shakespeare hair. And he has a white face with some strange tattoos and some killer eyebrows. Okay, this next one may be my favourite figure in the series. I always thought we should get one, and I don't know why they never did it for like a Wu's tease. If I ever do a Steep Wisdom set, you will definitely get the rest of the ninja in their Steep Wisdom costumes. What a highlight from Possession. They wore them for like half an episode, and I wanted them to wear them way more. They are just, it's fantastic. I love these suits. With the Steep Wisdom logo, as you can see there, lots of printing and arm printing. Just well done, Lego. Well done. Yeah, I love arm printing. Anyway, he uses, as you can see, his legs are kind of similar to his Possession legs, except obviously he's got the apron over it. The sash continues from the belt and legs up onto the torso print where he has the Wu's Tees shirt over it, and he's got a brand new hairpiece with that teapot hat, which was just the goofiest thing I've ever seen on TV, and he just uses the Possession Lloyd hairpiece. Okay, this next figure. Okay, Sons of Garmadon is fantastic. I'd only seen it a handful of times, but I rewatched it recently and I thought it was just fantastic. So I had to make Mr. E. Now, one thing I did notice when I was watching it is when they're wearing these kind of like biker get-ups at the start of the first episode, all of their torso designs are Zane ZX's torso designs, but recolored. I'm not sure if that's like intended or anything, but that is exactly what it is. So this was a very easy minifigure to make. I just had to recolor Zane's texture. And obviously he's got the custom printed biker helmet with the printing continuing onto the visor. I don't have a render for it, but the head underneath is just Mr. E's head. No change there, it's just Mr. E. And his legs have very minimal printing, but they don't really have anything in the show, so I just wanted to put some little pockets on there to kind of add to this kind of biker look. Now, one of my favourite moments of Ninjago is when Jay asks Nia to be his Yang, and they have this whole sort of wedding sort of ceremony sort of thing. So, and I loved Nia's kimono because it's a nice bright blue, which she never wears. She's always wearing red, and considering she's the water ninja, I always think that she should be wearing blue instead. At first glance, it does look just like a recolor of her kind of 2011 season 1 appearance, but no, there are some very subtle differences. For example, the sash around her waist is completely different, like the design is totally different. I have given her her bracelet on her arm, which I don't actually think she has in that scene in the show, but I always just think that she always needs one of those on her. Now, she usually has a gold and red one, but I have given her the one that I believe Lloyd wears at a different part of the series, that's silver and blue, because I think it matches the aesthetic a lot more. The legs is just very similar printing, the phoenix symbols continue onto her hips and onto her legs, and it just has that really nice blue colour. She has a new Nia face, which is just combining elements of some of her 2011 face printing and some of her more modern face printing, and obviously she has the more modern Nia hair. In her hand, you can see she has a transparent 1x1 circular tile, and printed on it is the Yin Yang medallion? Amulet? The thing that Jay uses to propose. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, you can see that she has that printed on it. I was going to give her like multiple of those with like half a yin, half a yang, and then the actual full one so that you could give one to Jay, but I didn't see the point. I just gave her the full yin yang thing, and you can always just pose her with Jay if you wanted to. Now, the final figure I have for this CMF series is by far my favourite. Well, besides Teapot Lloyd, but who else is better than Teapot Lloyd? She is my favourite villain in Ninjago. I think she's just a fantastic character, and obviously it has to be Harumi. Now, Harumi never got her casual appearance, even though it's probably her most used appearance in the show, well, up until crystallized. And I don't understand why. It's the most brilliant design, and I loved making this figure. So she has Coco's hair in white and with the black chopstick things in her hair. We've never had that piece before, so people have been frustrated when trying to make customs of this. They've had to like paint their Lego and stuff. So I was like, no, we're gonna actually do this and give her the proper hair. Her face print is fully brand new. I think everything on this figure is brand new. She's got the fully brand new face print, which I spent so long trying to get right with all the different colours and stuff. She uses the green hood piece that we first saw on Lloyd from the Lego Ninjago movie. Her torso print is probably the most detailed Ninjago torso print I've done. I love it. It has the green jacket and the belt, and underneath all of that you can sort of see her kind of princess garments underneath. And those gold and white designs continue all the way from the torso to the legs. She has wraparound printing on her feet to show her shoes, and obviously she's carrying that chrome knife. Now, Harumi is a fantastic character, and although people were very upset that she was brought back in crystallized, I was not. I thought she was brilliant. And with that, that is the end of my Ninjago CMF series. In the new year, I'm going to be trying to make as many videos as humanly possible, because I just love doing it, and I want to make as much content for you guys as I can. There should be a video coming out soon, and it is another CMF series, so I hope you enjoy those. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to like and subscribe down below. And if you haven't liked this video and you haven't seen my other Ninjago videos, I'll link them here somewhere. So feel free to go and check those out. My other CMF series, as I said, has got 20,000 views, and I'm so thankful for that. But come on, let's get that number even higher. And feel free to check out my other crystallized video as well, because I'm a really big fan of that set. But with that, thank you very much.